Sri Lanka, an island also known as the Pearl of Indian Ocean, has Jaffna, a lagoon with narrow landscape entrance in the northern part of Sri Lanka, which has produced a lot of educated scholars over generations and as a result well known as the brain of Sri Lanka. There are 4 lakhs of residents in Jaffna, which includes 15 divisional secretaries, 435 Grama Sevaka divisions and 10 election wards. With all the natural resources including land and water, the residents of Jaffna Peninsula has both agriculture and fishing as their livelihood. The construction of artificial sea cucumber farms has threatened the prosperous life of over 20,000 fishing families who are engaged in traditional fishing methods over generations. In order to ensure this, we can take the establishment of primary sea cucumber reproduction farms in Ariale by Chinese during 2019. Though so many incidents were being organized undercover in favor of this reproduction farm, investigations has revealed the truth through their investigation journalism. After the red light alert of Chinese concurrence into Jaffna Lagoon by media, the truth came into light.
3 days. 1 month. From our small one.
Their initial step is to remove fishing community from traditional fishing methods and to promote sea cucumber farms even with monetary assistance. The approval for primary sea cucumber reproduction farm was given to Queensland Private Limited by Ministry of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Development in 2020 for a year, though it was established in 2019. However, as this farm has failed to produce fine sea cucumbers, the promises to sea cucumber farm owners were failed and they were forced to finalize their operations. The livelihood of traditional fishermen who are engaged in sea cucumber farms is a big question mark due to the Queensland Private Limited. In addition to this incident, there is another farm for 50 acres in Parathithivu under Urgavethura Divisional Secretary. Based on the RTI, the Divisional Secretariat revealed that it has not given any approval. So the controversy regarding who are the owners and how the funding was arranged is infinity. The photo evidence of 3 fishermen with shoes and mask on a cottage clearly shows that they are strangers, as no traditional Jaffna fisherman will wear shoes or masks. In addition, there is a solar panel on top of this cottage and there are modern telephone facilities. Newspapers has enforced the legal construction of sea cucumber farms should be banned. The incidents are based on Kalekadir newspapers. The owners of sea cucumber farms depend on China's primary sea cucumber reproduction farms. The social activist Mr. Selvin warned that in 10 years the sea will become as a muddy land due to sea cucumber. Secretary of All Ceylon Fishing Union has condemned that the Sri Lankan's marine resources are looted to satisfy multinational companies. Annalinga Manarasa, the former president of Jaffna District Fishermen's Association, has requested not to disturb the unity among fishermen. On our visit with this regard, the Karanagar fishing island has so many infinity questions. Karanagar island is situated 23 kilometers away from Jaffna center, where 10,000 residents are living, which includes 1 divisional secretariat and 6 GS divisions. Most of the residents in Karanagar island are fishermen with their unique and traditional fishing methods. The fishing women of Yuri village, a small village belongs to Karanagar DS division, consists of 300 families, is under threat as they are in a state of confusion whether their fishing areas will get conquered for sea cucumber farms as like the other areas in Jaffna's other islands. The speciality of this village is women are engaged in fishing. If the sea cucumber farms are launched in Yuri village as well, the lives of these women and families will be darkened. A comment from traditional Karanagar fishermen.
பண்ண காலத்தால் தானே கூடுதலாக எங்களுக்கு இந்த மீன்கள் நண்டு இறால் வாருது.
I am engaged in traditional prawn fishery. Illegal launch of improper sea cucumber farms has blocked natural rivulant paths of water. This has affected the production of prawns, which in turn negatively influenced our livelihoods. Civil activist and genius Mr. Selvin opens up as.
Problem is that actually earning of money out of the sea cucumber farm or become a sudden richest in the area, that is not our problem. It can possible. If you want to start that sea cucumber farm, you can become richest within this 2 years or so. But that is not our problem. Our problem is that our survival, our existence for next 1,000 generations, 100 to 1,000 generations on this sand and soil and the sea. That's very, very important. So that's why that the fishing culture is very, very important and vital for our survival. Our control and right to govern over the seas are very, very important for us because we are living in the small island. Island has 1,330 kilometers in length of coastal area, coastal belt. So we should have the right over the sea and land. Entire coastal area, entire coastal belt, entire coastal sea, even the deep sea. Once we agree to allow the multinational companies to start that sea cucumber farm or do fishing in a large scale way, thereafter they will come here and dictate us, and they said that this is an area legally given to us, so local fishermen, you cannot enter into this. Then finally we cannot enter into this. Even nowadays we have the same problem. Even in the Kurnagar area, once there are lot of fencing around the sea cucumber farm, small farms. Now the farm watchers, they said that nobody can enter into their area. Even nobody can cross that area because this is the area given by the agriculture department officially. We are paying for the tax and etc. So nobody will come into that. So this is the way they try to control the sea. We cannot allow that. This is a very dangerous one for the human existence in the island. So this is not just a problem of the Tamils or problem of the North. We have to think in wide manner because this is a political ecology. Our existence in this island is important. Once we lose our grip on the sea, then finally we are going to lose everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Selvin. Even though there are over 250 sea cucumber farms are in Jaffna, based on right to information application, it is clear that only 158 sea cucumber farms were legally approved. The representatives of Fishery Committee has expressed that the sea cucumber farms in Jaffna are with the investment of China investors. It is crystal clear from the cottage residents of the fishermen from Belani, Kites, Kolambuthurai, Allepiti and Mankumban areas who have invested approximately in 5 to 10 acres of sea cucumber farms. According to Fishery Department, rupees 1 million investment is required for a 100 feet sea cucumber farm. So the investment from the fishermen who are just with the cottage residents and even suffer to fulfill their day-to-day requirements has cleared the engagement of China investors. Poonagari, the land located 40 kilometers away from Jaffna, which is connected through Sangapati Bridge. It has separate divisional secretariat, includes Poonagari, Ponnavalai, Valaipadu, Kaudarimunai, Kiranchi, where a lot of fishing families are residing. Around 3,000 fishing families are facing threat for their livelihood due to the launch of improper and illegal sea cucumber farms. Based on the right to information application to Poonagari Divisional Secretariat, it is stated that only 33 sea cucumber farms are approved. But there are more than 350 sea cucumber farms. The sponsor and who owns it? It's still an infinity question. TNPF media spokesman and lawyer Mr. Sugas blamed as
Tamils are facing so many problems in Sri Lanka. One of the newest problem is the sea cucumber farms. Especially in the northern region, last 3 years, more than 720 sea cucumber farms were established. Tamils, we are not eating sea cucumber, we are not tasting sea cucumber. The main target of the sea cucumber farms are to export to foreign countries. The main problem of these sea cucumber farms are it is destroying the Tamils' traditional fishing. It is against our traditional fishing standards. It is destroying our traditional fishing methods, and it is against the water environment. That is why most of the fishermen's organization from Jaffna to Punakari, the entire northern region, they are opposing these sea cucumber farms. Our stand also like that. These sea cucumber farms has to be closed. Otherwise, the fishing community definitely will suffer in the near future. Not only the fishing community, but also the entire Tamil community will suffer because these sea cucumber farms are destroying our traditional fishing. Thank you.
Mr. Annalingam Anarasa, a fisherman and social activist, revealed that
வடக்கு மாகாணத்திலே இந்த கடல் அட்டை என்றது ஒரு பொறிமுறையற்ற செயல்பாட்டிலும் இலங்கையிலே இருக்கின்ற நாரா நிறுவனத்தில்
traditional fishing has contributed immensely for the foreign exchange. But now, Nana firm has produced no research reports, and under the guise of modern technology, the multinational companies has ruined both the economy and traditional fishermen's livelihood. To illustrate, we can look into the sea cucumber farms in Parathithivu, which operate without permission, as like most of the 300 odd farms in northern province. So who are the owners and who runs it? Besides, they also harm the environment. For example, there is no permission to roofing sheet on top of the huts for sea cucumber farms. But in Parathithivu, roofing sheets are used on those unauthorized farms. So, what the relevant authorities are doing? In Parathithivu and Uraithivu, already a massive movement is there against those sea cucumber farms by a fishing society. Apart from all these, sea cucumber farms destroys our nature, environment, endangers the aquatic organisms, food chain, etc. Most of the traditional fishermen are thrown out from traditional fishing and they seek daily wages job to fulfill their basic needs. Not only that, the closure of sea cucumber farms, for example, Mannar Olaithoduvai, Naika farm has almost left out 80% of their operations, which is also a factor creates unemployment. As a result, we the traditional fishermen, the ones positively contributed for our motherland's foreign exchange, are facing the challenges such as left out from the society, being threatened for our livelihood, etc., etc., due to these sea cucumber farms to satisfy the multinational companies and the mafia behind them. Thank you, Mr. Anarasa, for your valuable thoughts. Overall, based on the facts, it is clear that there is a supreme power behind the sea cucumber farms, and the main motive is to destroy the livelihood of poor fishermen in northern province.